All right, I want to talk about Bitcoin. Why do I want to talk about Bitcoin? Because I just read this book, The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Amos. So, if you've been following crypto, if you're a money guy, if you're a financial guy, if you're somebody that wants to park your money somewhere or try and get a return on your money, you know about Bitcoin. And obviously, we're in a bearish market. We can see here that we're pretty much at the lows. Going back since what? I mean, obviously, we're at the lows for the past year, but it's pretty bearish. Obviously, there's a lot of people out there that are talking down on Bitcoin. They don't like Bitcoin. They say it's a scam. They say it's going to zero. Um, it's a it's a conspiracy. This is the way for the New World Order to institute um, no more hard cash, all that stuff. I don't really believe all that. All right, they're gonna do what they do, right? I don't know if Satoshi Nakamoto was the NSA. I don't know if Nakamoto was a real person. All I know is that Bitcoin is the real deal, and Bitcoin is here to stay. Unless something unless something happens with the security of the network, Bitcoin is here to stay, and you're either going to get with it or you're going to get run over by it. You're either going to be involved with unsound money or you're going to get crushed, right? That's it. So I just want to talk about the price of Bitcoin first. All right, so right now we're at $3,734.90. If we zoom on in here, this may drop. People have been saying it's going to drop down to 1,200. I'm not so certain. All right, it may go down to here. It may go down to say 27.9. It may go down to 2,000. If it does that, then we may be looking at a much longer bear market. But it doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at this from a long-term perspective. Um, I'm not looking to just hold on to this for 3 months and then try and make a trade. I'm looking to hold on to this for several years. So we're at $3,735 right now. Obviously, we had this huge drop. We hit a high of almost 20,000. I think the actual high was 19,891. Um, there's some exchanges. I think we're at 19,666, which is weird, but we've had a hard fall. People are talking down on Bitcoin. They say it's going to be destroyed. It's just a scam. It's a waste. But what I want to do here is just kind of go back and see what Bitcoin's done in the past, right? So let's go all the way back, right? Let's take a look at the period in time from, say, November 2013 all the way until, say, the end of 2015, which was about 2 years. About 2 years. And if we look at the price pattern from that time, it pretty much did the same thing. It hit a high of about 1,200 bucks, just under that, dropped all the way down to 350, and then dropped all the way down to 176, around there, and then kind of went sideways, hit 176 again, retested this low, and then it moved back up. All right, and then everybody's like, it's done, it's a scam, it's not going anywhere. And then as it continued to go up, right, let's kind of just look at this here. Broke 1,000, then boom, lift off. Broke 1,000, broke 1,100, came back down, boom, lift off. And then we didn't look back. And then we went from the 1,000 here all the way up, and then we hit the 19,000, almost 20,000. So history is repeating itself again. It's done this before. What I want to talk about is just a few things. Number one, as far as I'm concerned, moving forward, I'm not going to be involved in anything else except it's Bitcoin. I do have other holdings. I will hold on to them. If they do well, great. If they don't, if they go to zero, I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, Bitcoin is the only legitimate cryptocurrency that's out there. Why is it the only one? The reason being is that it's immutable. What do I mean by immutable? I mean that there's not a central group of people that are working that can change it. It's controlled by the community, right? And it's got going on 10 years now of history where it's plowed through all of these issues, all of these problems, and it's done nothing but prove all the doubters wrong. So, what's Bitcoin? Bitcoin takes the macroeconomics, politicians, presidents, revolutionary leaders, military dictators, and TV pundits out of the monetary policy altogether. It's controlled by the community, not one group of people. They've done hard forks, they've created new coins, but they've done that because they want to be able to control the power of it. So between now and 2140, there's going to be 21 million coins mined. Between now and the year 2025, 20 million of those 21 million coins will be mined. That means that will be only 1 million coins that will be left to mine over the course of an entire century. So you got to look at all these things that's going on with it. It's built on 100% verification, 0% trust. All right, you don't have to deal with any kind of third party. You don't have to deal with any kind of moron that says, "Hey, I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm gonna, do something to the network or do something to the system." It can't happen that way. It needs to be in full agreement with the community. Okay. Bitcoin's elimination of intermediary control and the near impossibility of any authority debasing or confiscating it renders it free of the main drawbacks of government money. All right, we live in a time of unsound money. It's no coincidence that over the course of the last 10 years that Bitcoin is up, if I'm not mistaken. I believe Bitcoin is up. There were some numbers here I saw. It was some crazy number. I don't know where it went, or where I put the page. But the coin itself is up thousands and thousands and thousands of percent. Do you really want to trust in dollars? Do you really want to trust in stocks? I definitely advise you to buy gold and silver, especially gold. But with all this going on, with the 22 trillion in debt, I heard there's 21 trillion missing. With all this going on, do you really want to trust in the system and not get involved with this? Not as a trade, but as a store of value, as a hedge against inflation, as a hedge against what's to come. Okay? We don't know what's going to happen, but we do know that they're devaluing our currency in currencies all over the world. We do know that they're printing trillions and trillions of dollars. They're inflating away our currency so that they can pay down the debt, or at least manage to pay the interest on the debt. They'll never pay the debt down. Do you really want to trust it? Do you really want to trust in a system where they can garnish all your money? They can just go in there at the swipe of a hand, close down your accounts, say that you can't earn this money, you can't do this, you can't do that. Then what are you going to do? All right, you need to hedge your bets. You need to make sure you're in a good, solid position. Look at this from a long-term perspective, right? We've seen all these moves. Going back, I have here on my chart, going back to what, 2013? Look at those moves. It's nothing. It's like a blip on the radar. It's nothing. This is a brand new ecosystem. Look at this move. Once we break above this 19,000 range, this right here could be just a blip on the radar too. Especially once the reality catches up and we get out of this FUD, this fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and we look at what's really going on, and then this proves all the doubters wrong once again. This thing could be at 200,000. This thing may not even be calculated in US dollars in the future. Right, so the point of this video is the Bitcoin standard. The point is that no matter what your thoughts are, no matter what you think, Doesn't matter if you like my delivery or not. I really don't care. I'm just trying to talk about the Bitcoin. And if you're going to be involved in this space, the only thing you should be involved with is Bitcoin. I wouldn't get involved in any of these other ICOs. I wouldn't get involved with any of the other big name coins, tokens, whatever you want to call them. You want to be involved with Bitcoin. You want to put whatever you can into Bitcoin and set aside a certain amount of money per month and put it into Bitcoin and leave it there as a store of value. Just like you buy a house, you leave it there. Just like you buy land, you leave it there. Just like you buy some gold, you leave it there. You buy some Bitcoin, you keep your private keys, you keep it in cold storage. Because if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And just sit and just wait. Because all this right here, we could be looking at some crazy times. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. I don't know what the future's going to bring, but I can tell when the storm's coming. I can tell when things are looking really grim. I can tell when things don't look too good. All right? If you're going to rely on the government, you're a fool. If you're going to rely on your job, you're a fool. You got to hedge your bets. You got to have leverage. You got to have food put away. You got to have ways to protect yourself. All right? So, Bitcoin Standard, I encourage you to read this book. It's an excellent book. There's a lot to think about. There's a lot to digest. And I just want to leave you with this. Bitcoin serves as a monetary lifeboat for people forced to transact and save in monetary media constantly debated by governments. Based on the foregoing analysis, the real advantage of Bitcoin lies in it being a reliable long-term store of value and a sovereign form of money that allows individuals to conduct permissionless transactions. So, if you want to have some kind of freedom, if you want to hedge your bets on what's going on in the world, buy Bitcoin. All right? And you wouldn't be doing yourself a disservice by buying it now. It may go down to 1,000, buy more then. But you should be, if you can do it. And this is not financial advice, this is just my opinion based off of what I see going on in the world, based off of me looking at the sky and seeing a storm coming in. I'm not stupid. I see what's going on. All right? So be smart. Hope this has been helpful for you. If you have questions, please email me. Email's in the link below. My website, massholeconsulting.com, will be up and running very soon. If you have requests, please email me. Even if my website's not up, if you have requests, if you have an issue in your life, anything, all right? Reach out to me, and we can go from there. All right? I'm out.